everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, North Carolina, as we bring in our broadcast team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. They come out here in the eye. Newton on first down. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On first down, it's Newton. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Off play action. Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. A good pickup there at 20 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Let's go! 38!
That's a Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. After the run, Newton, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 76 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And Olsen over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And what about this offense, Charles? Specifically, what about Jonathan Stewart?
He makes sure everything goes. Put the ball in his chest and watch him run. Can run with power inside, but has enough speed that when he gets outside, he can cause a lot of trouble.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Looking for Gann, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. This Carolina defense, they ran into a buzzsaw in Week 4 when the Falcons put up 48 points. And Falcons offense is good, but it just doesn't look like the same Carolina defense we saw last year.
The dominant defense that you're talking about from 2015, that pressure from K.K. Short and Coney Ealy up front. How about Luke Kuechly and Thomas Davis Jr. at the linebacker spot? I'm not sure there's a better tandem. And maybe they're missing someone in the secondary named Josh Norman.
By the way, one final note from that game. The 571 yards the Falcons had, the most a Panthers team has ever given up. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And now it's 2nd down. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol. Ben to throw again. And incomplete here on 3rd down. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And now it's 4th down.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Brown, the lone receiver, left. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And able to find Green. 11 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be hit.
And he's got his tight end. It's Green for the Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is, can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit, because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton to the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe we go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty?
Yep.
Wiley? Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names?
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On first down, it's now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see. How that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come up at an offset eye. Now Stewart on first down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. In motion left, the tight end. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense. Big play for the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Finding time. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves? Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Second down now after the incompletion. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They fake the give. Newton. He's got time in the pocket. Look at the time. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Newton surveying the field. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out come the Steelers. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Deep drop. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Another pistol look here. Ben to throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Trying to lay one up deep. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, 56 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a first down carry by Bell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Play clock winding down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. How did he stay on his feet? And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
Here's Roethlisberger, and this is going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They missed a field goal earlier, so possibly as a result, that's why they're going to try to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, here's Roethlisberger. And he comes back with one complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to sling, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown, 32 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the wideout in motion. They go back to the air here after the INT. Now he's flushed out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So for that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And now they're in the hurry-up.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And caught left side, Olsen. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll be a Carolina first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, He didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Benet Ben-Wickery on the tackle. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Goes underneath for Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Now it's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Steelers going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This offensive unit today, they're going to need Dez.
A full combo plate. Size, speed, toughness, not to mention incredible aggressiveness going and getting the football.
Here's Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. This is Elliott, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
2nd down, 8.
Let's go.
Now Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Come on, let's go. 190.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Finding time. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here we go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They'll come out in the pistol. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's brought down. Week 4, Bell returned from the injury and the suspension, and he came back in a big way, Charles.
Showed a lot of patience, and that's interesting, isn't it? Because you know he was ready to explode because he couldn't play in the early part of the NFL season. But following his blockers, letting things develop, and then taking off through the hole. He let Marquise Pouncey get out in front, David DeCastro, and then he just went through there like a bolt of lightning.
Yeah, finished 18 carries, 144 yards. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And caught, right side, Green. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true number 1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat him. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jamarcus Lawrence coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
You know, it seems like most every week we're talking about young players, young quarterbacks that have really come on strong. But Dak Prescott, Carson Wentz, they've earned their stripes early.
Their play has really been off the charts. When you look at it, Carson Wentz, they made him the starter to begin the season. They're 3-0, and he hasn't turned the ball over yet. And Dak Prescott, they didn't expect him to be the starter at all, but he seized the opportunity. His team is 3-1, and he hasn't turned the ball over.
Yeah, 8 touchdowns, no interceptions between those two guys. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And on the left side, he's got Witten. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he's going to cut it back right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 30 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll let their receiver run it out of the Wildcat. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Prescott. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Steelers going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Dez Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go.
Running with Elliott. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Bryant missed week 4 in San Francisco. Cowboys still able to win, but certainly they want him back ASAP.
He's a guy who takes a lot of pressure off of other people, but the beauty of Dallas right now is that if Dez can't play, they can spread the ball around other people. Jason Witten is still a primary target. Terrence Williams is stepping his game up. Cole Beasley, he's not just a novelty guy. He can flat out play. And, of course, they're going to run the heck out of football with Ezekiel Elliott.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Here's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Let's go.
A give to Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And Zeke really enjoyed his first trip to the Bay Area as a pro. 138 yards and a touchdown in that win.
And he's starting to string together really nice performances because he and his offensive line have really become coordinated. He understands how they're going to move, what types of blocks they're going to make, how to read them, and then he's cutting off of them and getting nice yardage each and every game now.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Here we go.
Now Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Let's go.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off Byron Jones. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And out now come the Cowboys. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one complete to Winton over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Here's Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Ben to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Good route. Good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Time to step aside. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. He'll rifle this one deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marcus Wheaton, 66 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Making a pivot for a second, certainly one of the surprises so far. You look at the NFC Conference title game last year, Arizona and Carolina combined 2-6 right now, Charles.
Hard to believe because, remember, Carolina was 15-1 in the regular season last year, and Arizona was 13-3, both of them with Super Bowl expectations when we kicked off 2016.
The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now the Steelers' offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Green's got it over the middle. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Roethlisberger keeps it. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A very interesting call, and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This is going to sound a little strange, but that was a really nice effort, because he broke a tackle and almost sprang free, but it still ended up with a loss of yardage. The defense won that battle.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. A screen to Bell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. On third down, Roethlisberger, and able to find Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. That's complete right around the 8. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Another pistol look here. Brown, the lone receiver, left. 3rd and 2. Now, and he's got his tight end. It's Green for the Steeler touchdown. Ladarius Green from 4 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off William Gay. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. On second down, Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 7. And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go. Quarter. Jack 16. Back. Block 80.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This is fielded at the goal line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go. 1, 9,
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Here's Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly they get to the line. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any faker move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Cowboys are set up now with a 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now Prescott, and that'll be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. In there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And his throw is incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. and Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. Complete to Jason Witten. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there at 22. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Come on, let's go it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coach.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Newton's Panthers. With that, let's get up to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, with a beautiful skyline towering just to the right of us, you get a look inside Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. Ready for football now from sunny North Carolina. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Easy. All right, here we go. Like 20.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They'll run it with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. That's caught at the 2. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. To throw again is right, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a Carolina first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Second down following the run.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Here we go.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now Roethlisberger down around his goal line. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
You know, walking in here before the game, you and I heard several fans talking about Tom Brady coming back. It is league-wide news that Brady returns in Week 5.
But the news is really concentrated in New England because they're coming off of a tough loss to Buffalo. Now they've got their guy back, number 12, and no one's happier than he is to return to his team.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Stewart. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Stewart taking it in. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Keep these two.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Bell. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now Roethlisberger to throw.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. Carolina getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A final shot before the break. Newton. A dump off here to Stewart. And he's brought down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit different.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Well, good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. 7 yards remaining here on 3rd down. To the air again, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Stewart is the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 4-yard line, it's first and goal now. Stewart, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On second down, they run with Stewart. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
The play clock's running down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He's going to rifle one. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. And even 40 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll come out in the pistol. A give to Bell. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. He's back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game. Although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up to get.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have done.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Throwing here, Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. Fighting through. And he's got room. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now a 1st down following that long gain. And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Okay,